Hello everyone, welcome back to Jus de Rose. Today's video is about the best designer fragrances rated by Instagram. And since there have been so many responses, I'm going to be able to serve you a top 20 best designer fragrances for the ladies list. So let's get straight into it. Coming in at number 20, we have Soleil Blanc by Tom Ford. So Soleil Blanc is literally the most luxurious smelling coconut scent within the designer world. This fragrance is super sexy, ultra creamy coconut, lifted with citruses so it doesn't become too overly sweet, and also complemented with exotic florals. This fragrance will literally bring you to the beach and make you feel like a sexy beach goddess. The ultimate sexy coconut summer scent in a bottle. Can't recommend it enough from the Tom Ford range. Totally agree, this is a fantastic designer release. Coming in at number 19, we have Hypnotic Poison, the Eau de Toilette by Dior. A creamy vanilla powdered almondy scent. It's interesting because it's creamy on one hand and on the other it is powdery. And I do feel like it has a Play-Doh side to it as well, which I feel like a lot of people can smell. It can be off-putting, but some other people love this Play-Doh notes. So it is a little bit of a polarizing fragrance, but nonetheless a really interesting and iconic vanilla fragrance. Next we have Chance Eau Fraiche by Chanel. Personally, this is my favorite from the Chance Eau series. It is the green bottle, super invigorating and fresh citrusy floral fragrance. You have some jasmine as well, some rose, musk. It is a very pretty citrus fragrance with that sophisticated, elegant touch. It's as if you were drinking a lemonade on a hot summer day, like this icy lemonade, whilst wearing a cute little tweed outfit, maybe some like ballerina slippers or something like that. That is the vibe that I get from this perfume. If you want a fresh, clean smelling citrus that is sophisticated and chic, definitely go for Chance Eau Fraiche. Number 17 is another Chance fragrance from Chanel. This time it is Chance Eau Tendre. This is the one that I have. To be fair, I wish I got the Eau Fraiche because I prefer it over Eau Tendre. But Eau Tendre is a fresh, floral, fruity fragrance centered around grapefruit, quince, jasmine, and rose. It is a really like clean, innocent, quite girly and playful. This is a very easy to wear perfume. It's uncomplicated. You want to smell good. You want to go out the door, do your business during the day with like lightly perfumed skin. This is the perfume to reach out for. If you like fragrances such as Light Blue for Her by Dolce & Gabbana, Be Delicious from DKNY, or Dior Blooming Bouquet, so those fresh and clean fragrances, then you will probably really enjoy Chanel Chance Eau Tendre. Number 16. I had never smelled this perfume before doing this survey, so naturally I rushed to the stores, got myself a blotter, and oh my goodness, is this fragrance incredible. It is the Only One Intense by Dolce & Gabbana. This is a little gem. Ladies, if you love white florals with that balmy, ambery thing going on in the background, you need to rush into stores and get this perfume. White florals with jasmine, with orange blossom, and there's this like really warm, ambery base. I'm gonna tell you right now, the fragrance smells very similar to the dry down of Rouge Malachite by Armani Privé. Yes, ladies, this is not a dupe for Rouge Malachite, but it is the fragrance that is the closest that I can think of that smells to this really gorgeous, balmy dry down of Rouge Malachite, which, let's be honest, it's the best part of the perfume. So if you like Rouge Malachite and you want to get your hands on it, or you can't find it, then definitely go for the Only One Intense by Dolce & Gabbana. Such a little gem, this perfume. Highly recommend it to you ladies. To me, this is a 10 out of 10 fragrance. Next, we have Chloé Nomade, the Eau de Parfum. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I'm a big fan of the Eau de Parfum Naturel. It has the solar kind of beach summery dimension, which I really enjoy, but the original Eau de Parfum is a little gem as well. This perfume is a gorgeous chypre floral scent with mirabelle, peach, citruses, freesia, jasmine, rose, and oak moss. It dries down a little powdery and the oak moss is gonna come through, which might not be everyone's cup of tea. I think this is such a beautifully blended perfume and very different to your typical overly sweet, sugary designer scents. That's what I like in general about the Chloe DNA of fragrances, whether it's in the Nomade range or the other ranges, is that they're never too overly sweet and they stay feminine. That being said, this perfume is more unisex. It's not like a girly's girl perfume. It is more unisex and dries down a little bit masculine, which again is surprising. A signature worthy fragrance that is fresh, floral with a lot of woods. Try out Nomade Eau de Parfum. Number 14 is L'Interdit Rouge by Givenchy. This is a flanker to the original L'Interdit, and L'Interdit Rouge is a spicy interpretation of the original scent. It is more dense than the original scent. It's not as light and airy. This new version, the Rouge, has a bit more character, you know? Very sexy, it's like sizzling. That's the kind of vibe that I get. And I find the woods are enhanced in this fragrance, especially patchouli. So if you're looking for a very sexy, fiery, sizzling kind of designer fragrance for date night, try out L'Interdit Rouge. Next, we have Libre Eau de Parfum. This is the ultimate girl boss scent. It's modern and it centers around orange blossom, more of a fresher orange blossom, and it have that interesting note of lavender, which brings this aromatic freshness, some powdery notes too. It's not necessarily for everyone. That lavender can be a little bit jarring if you know, don't like lavender in fragrances, and it's also a little bit surprising, which gives more of a unisex edge to this scent. And it's another really good signature worthy perfume. It's a scent that, you know, you can wear during the day. I would personally recommend it to wear in the evening if you're going out, you want to feel polished. Libre Eau de Parfum, I find, will do just that. Number 12, what do you know? Because this fragrance was part of the most hated fragrance list that I posted on YouTube, Black Orchid. I asked my same viewers to share their most hated fragrance a while back, and this came up. Either love it or you hate it. Extremely polarizing. Probably already know it. Is this really intoxicating, opulent floral fragrance with spices, woods, a little bit of like a chocolatey facet going on. It's one that is like super beast mode. I think this is probably one of the strongest, if not the strongest, projecting and long-lasting designer fragrances I've ever smelled. Not for everyone, so definitely sample before you buy, but I think this is for sure a masterpiece fragrance from Tom Ford. Number 11, Shalimar.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now come on now.
A spicy amber, and the first modern amber to be ever created back in 1921. Yes, you've heard it. It is, you know, it has a bit of history here, and it is still one of the most popular fragrances today. So this fragrance I would recommend to you ladies or gentlemen because it is unisex. If you like powdery vanillas with a vintage edge. There's also some citruses going on, but it's essentially a powdery vanilla with some vintage vibes. An iconic vanilla fragrance and also an iconic scent from Guerlain. Speaking of iconic, the number 10 position is Chanel number 5. And what do you know? This also made the most hated perfume list. And I feel like this polarizing thing going on is because of the high dose of aldehydes that you have in this perfume, but that's also what made this perfume so famous and innovative. So aldehydes are synthetic ingredients that are used to give some sparkle to an effervescence to fragrances, and they can have a little bit, depending on which ones, almost like a fatty cold wax candle note, which can be a bit off-putting. So there is a big dose of those aldehydes in this perfume, which can divide opinions. I think it is so stunning, womanly, very classy and seductive at the same time. Adore Chanel number 5. Number 9, we have Light Blue, the Eau de Toilette by Dolce and Gabbana. This is a mineral citrus fragrance with a pop of green apple. It is another easygoing, no fuss perfume that you can just throw on out the door and you just smell good. To me, this is a great gym scent. I feel like you kind of want to wear this when you want to smell fresh and clean at the gym or on a hot summer day. And it has more of a sporty vibe when compared to, say, Chance Eau Fraiche by Chanel, or even Chance Au Tendre, those super easygoing fragrances. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue is just a little bit sportier and more casual. This next fragrance is anything but casual. It is Good Girl by Carolina Herrera. This is the original version that a lot of ladies seem to love and recommend. So this fragrance is for those of you who love ultra creamy fragrances. Creamy almondy perfumes with creamy florals and a sweet base. The ultimate sexy night out fragrance, and this fragrance lasts 12 hours plus with a huge projection. Everyone can smell you. Another fragrance with very good performance. Number 7, we have Allure Eau de Parfum For Her by Chanel. The one thing I will say though with this perfume is if you're looking to get it, you really need to enjoy overly floral fragrances because you have a very big bouquet of flowers in this scent. And then as it continues to develop, it's going to develop a slightly like powdery, very soft, almost cotton-like feeling. That is kind of what I get. Like, I'm just thinking of like the texture of cotton, like it's like fuzzy and really soft. That is what I get in the dry down. It is very chic and elegant, very Chanel, definitely. If you're a fan of florals and you're looking for a Chanel signature-worthy perfume, Allure, the Eau de Parfum is perfect for that. Number 6, we have Dior Addict Eau de Parfum, which I slightly touched upon earlier. This is super sexy, creamy, floral amber. You have vanilla, jasmine, orange blossom, very seductive scent, put it this way. Like, this is another date night perfume that is so intoxicating and magnetizing. Really adore this fragrance. It is one of the best fragrances from Dior, actually. They don't display it anymore, so you need to ask for it. They might have it in like little drawers or something. Get the Eau de Parfum, not the Eau de Toilette, and I think there's like another version. They're totally different. The Eau de Parfum is honestly the best. Number 5 is L'Interdit by Givenchy, the original tuberose dominant fragrance. There's also some jasmine and orange blossom, but it's like a bubblegum tuberose. And what I mean by bubblegum is like it's a sweet fruity tuberose that is, I believe, has a little bit of pear in it. There's some like woods in the background, but it's essentially like a tuberose fruity fragrance. It is likable, feminine, and playful. This is another signature-worthy fragrance. A lot of these actually are signature-worthy, so fragrances that you can wear all year round in all 4 seasons. And yeah, I really like this scent. It's within a similar territory as Armani My Way or even So Scandal by Jean-Paul Gaultier. But what I like about L'Interdit is that it's the most floral and less sweet of them all when you think about this kind of bubblegum category of fragrances. Number 4, we have Versace Crystal Noir Eau de Parfum. I actually have the Eau de Toilette, which is so annoying because the Eau de Parfum seems to be much better than the Eau de Toilette. I haven't been able to get my nose on it. It's extremely frustrating, but it's the version that has a lot of creamy coconut. I believe there's like magnolia in there as well, so like another like creamy white floral. There's some spices, I believe maybe cardamom or something, so it's like, it must smell really amazing. I didn't get my nose on it. I can't find it right now, which is excessively frustrating, but the one that I have here, the Eau de Toilette, you don't get the coconut notes. It's more fresh and airy, lots of florals, musky. To me, this smells almost like a shampoo type of scent. The Eau de Toilette is also nice, but yeah, everyone seemed to be loving the Eau de Parfum. Number 3 is Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. This is the Eau de Parfum. So many ladies seem to be loving this fragrance. I wouldn't be surprised if this is like the 2nd best-selling feminine perfume from Chanel. It is really lovely, so it opens fresh with citruses, leading to a heart of jasmine and rose, and there is a big dose of patchouli in this perfume, so you need to enjoy patchouli quite a bit, I think, in order to fully appreciate the experience of this scent. She's classy, she's maybe a little bit uptight, but you give her a glass of vintage Dom Pérignon and she'll be the life of the party. But she'll always keep it classy, you know? This is the kind of vibe that I get from Coco Mademoiselle. If you want something that's like easygoing, that you again can wear on an everyday basis, and it's a little bit more youthful than Allure, the Eau de Parfum, the other fragrance I mentioned from Chanel, then go for Coco Mademoiselle. Number 2, Alien by Mugler. And what do you know, it also was part of the most hated fragrance list. When I did that survey on Instagram as well, this is another fragrance that has such different opinions. I am in the camp of go Alien. This smells super good. I love this floral amber DNA, the jasmine, the amber. There's something that's so intoxicating and bewitching. This is like a baby vamp. So sexy. It oozes sex appeal. Another great date night perfume. Maybe not on the first date because it's, you know, quite out there and very strong, but like get to know the guy a little bit more and then wear this fragrance. It will make you feel so good and really confident. And the number one best designer fragrance rated on Instagram, I'm so happy about this because it's also one of my favorites. Narciso for Her by Narciso Rodriguez. I personally prefer the eau de toilette, but go for the one that you enjoy the most. Floral musky DNA, ultra sensual, super sexy and feminine, but at the same time, it's tame. So you can wear this fragrance during the day, also into the office because it's like clean smelling, but very well transition into the night and go on date night with this perfume. It's tame but risque is like the way that I like to describe this fragrance. So that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below which is your favorite designer fragrance. If you haven't mentioned it on Instagram already, I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching and remember, spread the fragrant love.